Welcome to the Monday Highlights presented by the Hound's Tales podcast. We'll be bringing you the results from the previous weekends, upcoming hunts, and news from the field trial world and deer dog woods. Drop the gate. Let's get it, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take a second real quick and interrupt the show and talk about Cajun Lights. They have jumped on board to support the Hound's Tales podcast and the field trialing community. You got nighttime field trials coming up. I know I do in my series, Pleasure Running at Night. When you need to catch that next crossing, put your trust in Cajun Lights. Cajun Lights is made in America product out of North Carolina who has been in business for over 25 years. They make cap style and bucket hat headlamps to free up that extra hand for your voice recorder or for your GPS. There are three main lights I want to focus on real quick. The first is the Microgator, which is the lightweight option. It has 4 brightness levels and 4 color options, including red for us field trialers. Rated at 50 to 60 hours of battery life on the highest setting, this is your flood style lamp that'll do really good for us out in the fields in the short brush and be able to help us get in front of those crossings. Next up is the Cajun Bayou, which is the next step up, and it includes the same number of colors and brightness levels, but it packs a much bigger punch on that brightness level, so you can catch those crossings way down the path when you got a long road to cover. And last but not least is the top level Cajun Blinder. It has a main beam light with 4 levels of brightness and includes a walking light, and even with a light this bright, the burn life on it is rated at 5 to 6 hours on the highest setting. There's no chance of missing a dog with a light like this one, folks. All their lights come with a 2-year warranty and a lifetime labor warranty. And these guys are excited to get into our sport, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all be sure if you see me at a hunt, come ask me about them. I'll have one of each of these lights on hand to show you and let you put it on your head and kind of experience it. Show these guys some love, guys. And y'all please go visit their website at CajunLights.com. And their phone number is 888-773-3080. Thank you, Cajun Lights, for all you do and for trying to get into this sport. Like I said, guys, let's show them some love. Let's get back to the show, guys. Here we go.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Welcome, everybody, to the Monday Highlights. It is Masters Week. All right, guys. Hope everybody that is going down there is going to have a good time. It looks like they got a pretty good lineup of events. I sure do hate that I'm missing it. Work would not allow me to be able to get off, and I just couldn't make it happen this year, unfortunately. So hopefully that situation will be a little different here soon. But anyway, guys, I hope everybody that's going has a good time. Good luck to everybody. I sure do wish I could be down there and join y'all. I thought about trying to get down and maybe sneaking down Wednesday to come to the banquet, but I haven't quite made my mind up on that yet. I really should, especially being this close to home. But it may be one of those last-second decisions I make on Wednesday and see how we're doing. But excuse me. But everybody going, good luck. I know the pen's rocking, and Demo's going to do the best he can to make sure everybody feels right at home. And in case y'all missed it, if you go to the Foxhole, the Cajun Lights will be down there. Demo and everybody at the Foxhole that is at the pen, that little store, you are able to purchase the Cajun Lights there. I think he has a handful of blinders that will be available and maybe 1 or 2 of the Bayous that will be available. So y'all be sure to go in there, check them out. And if you do buy one, let me know as well. I sure would like some feedback, and I can provide that to the guys at Cajun Lights. So y'all be sure to let me know, please. Not sure what else we got going on as far as hunts. I'm sure we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But as far as the Virginia Pen Series goes, we just the book opened at 2 p.m. It was yesterday, now that you're listening to this on a Monday, but on the 14th of April, it opened at 2 p.m. and we filled it up within an hour. So that was great. I got a little bit of a waiting list. It's not too crazy. So y'all be sure, if you do want to get on the waiting list, be sure to call in. Just no calls after 8, please. And get on the waiting list. I have a few I have to call back tomorrow. I got a little busy this evening trying to get fed up and mow the grass, take care of all that Sunday stuff. So y'all just be patient. I'll try to give you a call back tomorrow. I have your voicemail saved, and I'll give you a call back. For those that did get numbers, also for the ones that got numbers for, let's start with the Tower Hill hunt. Your money, 1, 2, is due by next Saturday. Next Saturday, the 27th. If I do not have your money by next Saturday, the 27th of April, for the Tower Hill hunt, your money, your numbers will be turned back in, and the guys on the waiting list will start getting the numbers in the order that they called. For the Chalk Chuma hunt, you have until 1, 2, 3. You have until May the 5th. You have until May the 5th, which is a week before the Tower Hill hunt. You have a week. You have until then to get your money in, get your money paid, and then that's it. Same thing. If I don't have your money, you lose your numbers, and excuse me, and they will be given to the next person. Let's see. Also, for the next hunt that the book opens, that will be the Turpin's Creek hunt. That is also on May the 5th. And the last big thing for the Pen Series, guys, the shirts. If you're listening to this and you haven't purchased your shirt yet and you're planning on being there at any of these hunts to judge, run, any of that kind of good stuff, order your shirts today. Today is the last day. We cut it off. We cut off pre-orders. And it's been a huge, huge success so far, guys. I can't thank y'all enough. It's been a great, great thing. I think we're a little over 50 shirts, or right around 50 shirts, if I'm not mistaken, sold. So y'all are awesome. That's going to help go towards the prizes at the end, and maybe get some more collars. Is what the plan is, and cover some cost. So, but if you have not ordered your shirts, go to my website, houndstales.com. That's hounds, HOUNDS, tails, TALES.com. Go to the shop, and you'll see that there. You'll see how to purchase it. Just when you go to the shipping, make sure you hit in-person pickup only. Okay, if you do click the shipping, I'm not shipping, guys. I'm not shipping unless you make some kind of prior arrangement with me beforehand. I'm not shipping. The shipping cost is not built into the price, so I will not be shipping the shirts. Like I said, unless you get up with me and make prior arrangements. But if you're going to be at any of the hunts, if you're judging, or if you're going to be at a hunt that I will be at soon, you can purchase one and I will get it to you there as well. So, excuse me. I think that's pretty much it as far as news. For those in Virginia, I still have not seen or heard where the write-in section, the 45-day notice, has been posted for the misdemeanor. I forget what the numbers are on it, but where they're trying to make animal trespass, dog hunting trespass, illegal. Pretty much any time a dog trespasses on your land, you get up to, I think it's a 3-strike rule. I don't think they've gone into all the specifics, but they're supposed to be doing a write-in period on it, and they have not posted that yet. So y'all just stay tuned for that. I'll keep y'all in as much in the work as I possibly can. Let's see. I want to take a second and talk to y'all about Chestnut Mountain Feed Company in Concord, Virginia. They are my go-to feed supply store. And if y'all are in the area or are even close to the area, y'all be sure to check these guys out. It is where I solely get my dog food from, my leashes and collars and stuff like that. And they also have some farm supplies as well if you're into that kind of thing. So y'all be sure to check these guys out. And like I said, in Concord, Virginia, and let them know that you were sent there by the Houndstales podcast and give them, they have my seal of approval because they are the best feed store around, and they really, truly are a blessing to have. So, all right, guys, let's get back to the episode. Trying to go through quick. It's been a busy day, so I didn't get the chance to write stuff down, guys. So y'all forgive me for that. But anyway, I won't make any dead zones on here. Got a cool one that I'm recording tomorrow. Gentleman by the name of Mike Green, big time beagle hunter. I know that sounds kind of off, but I'd like to expand this podcast just a little bit more, guys. I think that's going to be something that's a necessity. Yes, I'm not getting away from field trialing. I'm not getting away from the deer dog guys, but I would like to expand a little bit on some different types of dog hunting. I feel like that is something as we continue to grow. I'd like to be able to bring in a bigger crowd as well. And I think we're going to kind of dabble into that just a little bit, guys, just a little bit. So we're recording with Mr. Mike Green tomorrow, but this Wednesday coming up, we are joined by some good friends of mine. They have started their own podcast. They're actually from Virginia. It's called the Sandy Woods Podcast. If you have not found them yet, be sure to go on YouTube and check them out. Sandy Woods Podcast. I really love their content. They bring a great. They are mainly still hunters, but they also dog hunt, and they have a lot of good, how do I say it without trying to say the word content again, but they talk good on dog hunting. They talk how to improve. That's what we talk about on this episode, is how to improve the relations between the still hunter and the dog hunter. I feel like it's something that everybody should kind of listen to. I think there's great points made on both sides. And I think y'all will really enjoy it. So y'all be sure to tune in this Wednesday and check out the podcast with my friends from the Sandy Woods Podcast. And like I said, if you have not checked them out, go to their page on YouTube and check out the Sandy Woods Podcast. All right, guys. I think that's pretty well it on the upcoming stuff. Old news. If you missed getting numbers for the second hunt as well, I do apologize, guys. Man, I wish I could give numbers to everybody. I really do. But unfortunately, that's just the name of the game. I've been on that side of the fence too, and it sucks. Maybe next year, maybe I'll find some kind of way, figure some kind of way out to make it to where everybody can get in. We'll do something. I don't know. But this is not going to be a 1-year deal, guys. This is definitely something I want to keep doing. And the goal for it, I'd like to eventually grow into maybe running a 3-day. I know that sounds, and that's probably way down the road. And if I did it, it's not going to be just a normal 3-day. It's not going to be something that's just basic. It's going to be something that a little off the wall, a little crazy, but it's fun if I can make it happen. So I'm not going to give all that up. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. All right, let's get into some of the hunts and results. First off, I didn't get a whole lot of info from this hunt. Let's start with the Mississippi Hunting Dog Association that was held at the J&J Fox Pen. I am seeing your dual champion is that of Champion Kyle's Trigger and Champion Kyle's Cash It, and that's Cash It, not what you probably think I said, but Cash It. Anyway, that dog's name is Kyle's Crank It from Cypress Creek Kennels. that would be your dual champion. Your field champion and your combination winner as well is out of Triple J Ace and Copperhead Lace. Hound's name is B. Rad's King Sir from Cypress Creek Kennels. Congratulations to y'all down there. Moving on to the Big Rock Masters 2-Day at Casey's Training Preserve. Oh, man, let's start with your classiest hound. Let's see, make sure I'm not overlooking that. All right, so your classiest hound was out of RJ's Razor J and RJ's Vicky. The hound's name is Champman's Tandy from Pocket Change Kennels. Your best mouth was out of B&B's Chrome, and I think that says High Soft Shoes. The dog's name is Fireball's Hoss E from Fireball Kennels. Good to see y'all showing up down there, guys. And your combination and your Derby champion at the Big Rock Masters Derby, 2-Day Derby. Trying to get to the right one where I can see it good enough. Let's see. It's out of Clark's Moneymaker and Clark Sugar. Hound's name is Hollow Oaks Lindy from Hollow Oak Kennels. That's all that hunts this weekend, guys. Congratulations to everybody that was down and hunting this weekend. I will be finally competing in a hunt this weekend. Even though I couldn't make it to the Masters, I did get lucky enough to get some numbers to the Hollywood hunt. Black Rock Hunting Club is holding a derby hunt, and and we were able to get some numbers down there, and we will take some derby dogs and see if we can make a little noise. So I can't wait. It's been a little too long since I've been able to go compete and see if we can't bring some hardware home. And guys, I'm not going to bore y'all. I've been kind of rambling on here a little bit, so I'm not going to bore y'all with all the upcoming hunts. Again, this is Masters Week, but there's also quite a few other hunts going on this weekend. Let's just do this weekend's hunts. Let's see. Of course, the Masters will be at Pools. First annual Big River Classic 2-Day All Age and Derby will be at the Lucky Bucket Fox Pen. The Border Wars will be at 95 Fox Run, and the Breeders' Cup West will be at the Newsom Hellcat Fox Run. So we got 4 hunts going on this weekend all over the country. Love this sport, guys. I love how it's just all over the place. So much going on, so much you can be involved with. Be sure to get out there, check on your hunts and results coming up, your pages, and look to get out there in the field, guys. And if you can't get out in the field, you don't have a dog to put in the fight, offer to judge something. And one big shout out to, before I do get off of here, if anybody that is still listening on this, we had to make some choices on, and I know we talked about this, I think, in the last Monday highlights, but we had to make some choices on dwindling down the list for judges. 98% of the judges that I contacted and told them I really do appreciate the offer, but I'm not going to be able to need you. I don't have room. 98% of y'all were awesome. Y'all understood. It was great. I tried to give a huge notice. I gave about a month's notice. That way, if you did have something that you wanted to go do, you can still plan for it. And I thank every single one of y'all for offering the judge. And I'm probably going to need y'all's help at other hunts, but this pen just can't handle too many judges. You put too many judges in this pen, and you're going to be stepping on top of each other, turning the crossings, both shining lights in each other's faces, and it's not going to work. So everybody that I contacted and asked, hey, sorry, but I don't need you this time. I was trying to be as polite as I could. I know there's no polite way to say that, but I sincerely appreciate y'all so much, and I can't thank you enough. And hopefully, I'm able to use y'all as judges further down the road. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this week. Like I said, y'all be sure to tune in this Wednesday for the main episode, and we will see y'all there. All right, guys, thanks again. Happy hunting.